Well, Marc of Horror here with another horror pack. But first, I'd like to talk about last month's horror pack. Last month, we got Way of the Wicked with Vinnie Jones, Emily Tennant, Jake Croker, and Christian Slater. So, a pretty decent cast, although a bit of a direct-to-video cast. It was just okay. I'm not going to say too much on it. Cabin Fever Patient Zero. Again, another one that was just okay. The original Cabin Fever by Eli Roth is a wonderful horror movie / dark comedy. The sequels aren't very good. Cabin Fever Patient Zero, Cabin Fever 2, and the remake. Don't Knock Twice from Scream Factory. This one is actually pretty good with Katie Sackhoff, and it's a good story. I really enjoyed this one. And Rottentail, which was the exclusive for last month. Well, hippity hoppity homicide. Not much to say about that. It was an Easter-themed film, which I really appreciate from HorrorPack. That's very good of them to theme it. But it's about as juvenile as you'd expect. Not as bad as some of the previous month's selections, which were even more juvenile. So all in all, it was a pretty good pack last month. Gave me some good viewing. This month, and I always love how HorrorPack sends it in a nice box and a padded envelope in addition to the nice box. This month we got The Resident from the revived Hammer films, although I don't see them around lately, so I don't know if they're still up and kicking. The Resident does star Christopher Lee in one of his final performances. And Jeffrey Dean Morgan is pretty good as a creepy person. Other than that, I mean, Hilary Swank is in it basically because she could get a lead role, I think, or just for the money. It isn't a very good picture. We got Werewolf, the Beast Among Us. Another Universal attempt to reboot their series of franchises. They're desperate to create that dark universe, and it looks like Dark Universe is coming about, but more with King Kong and Godzilla than with the Mummy, Dracula, Frankenstein's monster, the Wolfman, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Anyway, Werewolf, the Beast Among Us is an interesting failure. It's a passable watch. What else did we get? We got, The Gallows. Every School Has Its Spirit. This is a very low-budget horror film. It was pretty, I have to say, it was pretty bottom of the barrel. The fright makers behind Paranormal Activity and Insidious present the newest face in terror. Don't believe it. The people, when they say the people behind something and they don't name specific names, what they mean is that the film was funded by, not made by. In 1993, an accident results in the death of an actor during a high school play. Hey, Chupa. 20 years later, a theater group at the same school resurrects the production to mark the tragedy. In an attempt to sabotage the play, 3 students break into the school at night, only to discover that the horrors of the past don't always stay buried. It should be don't always stay on the gallows. You named it The Gallows. As their own cameras capture a series of chilling and inexplicable incidents that lead to a shocking climax. Trust me, it's not a shocking climax. No spoilers, not shocking. This was not. So this month I don't have a whole lot to watch. And our exclusive, complete with plastic bag. Our exclusive is Vivid, and this has got to be, I'm sorry to say, the worst cover I have ever seen on a Blu-ray. It looks like somebody drew it up in Photoshop and then adjusted the gamma completely downwards. I don't even know if you can read this, but it says Vivid right here, and I'll try and make out a film by Brandon Slagle. HorrorPack Limited Edition Blu-ray. Hopefully the film is better than the cover. The cover is awful. A sociopathic killer known as the Man of Sin, with his hand deep into the metaphysical world, feels that he has committed all the atrocities that he can on this plane of existence, leading him to experiment with placing his own mind within the consciousness of others and manipulating their actions, all with the intent of experiencing their life and their death. Special features, a theatrical trailer, and a still montage. Yeah, hopefully this is better than the cover. This was, I hate to say it, I love HorrorPack, and I love opening a pack of 4 Blu-rays that I don't know what I'm going to get, but this one was really disappointing. I mentioned the first 3 because, of course, I have the first 3. Because all of these have been bargain dollar titles at one time or another over the past 5 years. Werewolf, The Beast Among Us did not do well at all. Resident, again, it's a curiosity. I have it because Christopher Lee's in it, and I wouldn't ever get rid of a Christopher Lee movie. And The Gallows. So hopefully this exclusive one with the really bad cover is good. If not, I'll just look forward to next month, because next month brings another 4 movies. Thank you, and please click like, subscribe, or even comment below on how terrible the choices were, or maybe you really like one of these movies. Thank you.